He was very clear that for any Rashtra to rejuvenate itself, women had to be emancipated. Women literacy rates were 1%.
What about gender? We talk about women because there has been again this, we do not see a great role of women when it comes to the RSS. So where does Hedgewar stand in this entire debate?
It's a wonderful question. And you know, again, I can't comment on modern times, but certainly from a Hedgewarian perspective. Hedgewar was, as part of his critique of Hindu society, he was somewhat distraught and perplexed at the position of women of his times. He was very clear that for any Rashtra to rejuvenate itself, women had to be emancipated. Women literacy rates were 1%. Women who could speak English was less than 0.1%. So it was a highly illiterate 50% of the population. And for Hedgewar, this was problematic. He was very clear about it. However, he grew up in a society at a time when male doctors could not even treat females. In many plagues, in many cholera outbursts, there were very few doctors in Indian society. The doctors that were there were male, and so often male doctors were unable to treat women. He was a doctor, a male doctor. He saw in front of him during floods, when cholera and diarrhea was spreading, that he could not treat women because he was a man. So Hedgewar was disturbed by these things. However, his society would not have allowed him to create a radical women's RSS at that time, which is why in 1936, takes 10 years, he waits for Lakshmi Kelkar to turn up, another very elite, well-to-do individual who was widowed, but because she had money behind her, she could protect herself somewhat. But she was inspired to set up the women's wing of the, and then called Rashtriya Swayamsevak Samiti. So that comes out in 1936. Hedgewar fully supported that. Now, I talk about this in the book at some length, but I think Hedgewarian thought is incredibly, I would say, progressive when it comes to women. Hedgewarian thought. I'm not commenting on modern RSS or whatever, or the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Samiti. I'm commenting on Hedgewarian thought and the history of it. There are stories I give, which I won't say now, that's for the readers to read the book. There are stories in there which Hedgewar literally does some of the most radical things to help women.